Hello world, friends and family across the globe, and welcome back to GreedFall in 2024. This is going to be part 12. I do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievement. I play games for fun with the sole goal in mind: invade your phones and homes on your big screens, little screens, and all the screens in betweens. Provide you with videos to pop on in the background. Give you a nice greasy hamburger in the back seat of your car for a week with the sun bearing down on it. Wave of nostalgia like the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s when you go over to a buddy's place after school or work, drop your pack, drop your gear, drop your butt down into a seat or chair, because it's not about whether you're playing good games or bad games, it's about hanging out and having fun with rambling conversations. Just having a good old time. To my subscribers, I want to say thank you to y'all, each and every one of you, specifically because without you, I'd not be doing these videos, especially at the frequency I do them. And, I have fun. Even if I don't talk non-stop, I still enjoy doing these videos, so as long as one of y'all sticks around, I'll keep doing them. You drive our rubberneck computers, howdy. Stay a while and listen. Maybe I'll get to Diablo someday. It's been many years since I played Diablo. Diablo 2 is a good game. I still have to get through Throne of Darkness. Anyways, we're here with GreedFall in 2024. GreedFall. And I gotta say, kind of a precursor to my Ryan's rating system. I prefer Mars Warlogs over this. The beginning of this game's pretty strong, but the middle part so far, the writing, the characters, the story, dialogue options have been extremely limited, non-impactful for the most part. I would argue that the writing, characters, and story is one of the weakest parts of this game. Whereas with Mars Warlog, there's enough interesting, at least lore-wise, to keep me invested. And your companions and characters felt a bit more unique than they do here. And there, what do we got? Should just be talking to Constantine for both, right? Also, let me see this. Yep, we are recording. Alright, good. Yeah, that's the new NVIDIA thing. I can't live stream. NVIDIA took away my ability to live stream. I do not like that, NVIDIA. You need to fix that ASAP. Or there's some button combination I'm not button combination I ain't aware of. Oh, he's over by the window.
Cousin!
Now he's in the chair.
Returned. How did things go? Oh, you don't look well. What's happened?
I don't know why he
Nothing.
wouldn't be by the window.
Nothing terribly bad in any case.
This
I
game.
must have eaten something that's having trouble going through me.
Seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe?
No one is poisoning me, dear cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then. What do
Oh
you have
god,
to
he
tell
does
me?
look like shit.
I would like, if you would allow me the honor, to introduce Bishop Petrus, emissary of Ptolemy.
Your Highness,
No,
may the light
where'd you come from?
warm you in its holy embrace.
Enchanted to meet you, my father.
I've come here to present respects from Ptolemy and best wishes from the Mother Cardinal.
She has my most sincere thanks. But before speaking further, I would like to discuss matters with my cousin, if you would be so kind.
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes, my father's next letter will certainly be... As for my mother, she's probably too busy
I've been to the neighboring cities as you asked me.
Tell me then, was your journey adventurous?
Well, I was able to gain audience with the governors, give them your regards, and glean some information. The Bridge Alliance believes that a remedy could possibly be found by studying the local flora. They are quite motivated, but their research expedition has gone missing and there is no sign of life. And since they themselves are under constant attack, they cannot spare a rescue party to investigate. The Mother Cardinal, in her opinion, believes the Malachor to be a result of a curse.
A curse cast by a demon. An evil creature worshipped by a cult of island natives. If you would allow me to second the request of our Mother Cardinal, we are in dire need of your help. Our inquisitors are hardly diplomats, and... But I should let you finish, my son.
They have started their investigations in a village where strange events have been taking place, but they're unable to get to the bottom of it. The population keeps its secrets, and Taleme hopes that we might help them learn more about the cult.
This is all extremely interesting. You have lived up to my expectations, as always. That said, we find ourselves between the rock and the hard place. The bridge is already in open conflict with the island natives. Taleme and their inquisitors. We're going to have to tread on eggshells, but let's follow all the clues to their mysteries. We need to help them continue their investigations. Perhaps one will lead us to something useful. I don't have a lot of men, as well you know, and since I only trust you among them, take Kurt and any others that seem useful. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen.
If you would allow me, Your Highness, I would be honored to assist your cousin on his investigation.
Very well, then. You could start by indicating the precise location of your nasty village.
Of course, Your Highness. I should have thought of that sooner. Allow me to mark the location on your map, my son.
Thank you. Have no fear, Constantine. I will take care of all matters at hand.
Anything else?
Oh, hey.
We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins
We got a
that she
reputation.
suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The congregation? Us? Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You know what?
Thinking of us. But I assure
I
you,
kind of like
know nothing
Constantine.
of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well.
Anything else?
I wasn't trusting him at first, but you know, I'm interested in what he has to say. I actually like this
How
character.
does it feel?
Honestly, once the thrill of the first few days is over, it's boring. I receive delegations from everywhere. They arrive with their arms full of presents to make me sign some agreements. Most of them take me for a fool, who will be easily convinced by some silver trinket. I would love to simply brush them all off and work on some real projects. I have so many ideas to make this city, this island, truly amazing.
Because he's a black sheep of the family, it seems, but he's not like the overly obvious jerky guy. He seems actually kind of decent.
How are relations with our allies?
Oh, they bow and scrape, and they regularly assure me of their unwavering friendship, so that they can better try to convince me to embrace their point of view, and only theirs. Taleme wants to convert me, and the Alliance assures me that only they will allow us to benefit from progress. They're a bunch of old foxes. But
Excuse
they
me.
take me for a young, brainless rabbit. The only thing they really want is to increase their influence on this island. With our help.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Though that name. Constantine. Teddy Ruxpin. Alright, we got Matt. Go to the village to purchase secret. Talk to Admiral. Alright. Do you have a quest too?
Ah, my child, I'm happy that you are here. I've had an idea that I wish to...
If you do, it's going to have to wait.
Please do.
Kurt's next up.
I've known the Mother Cardinal for quite some time. She is a formidable woman, gifted and diplomatically skilled. I fear that your cousin might be a little defenseless when dealing with her, and would like to give him a few weapons.
What do you have in mind?
Diplomacy is not only a matter of formal encounters and choreographed etiquette. If we have the means to action more personal leverage, the Mother Cardinal could not manipulate your cousin.
How could we ever find anything of that sort?
Everyone has nasty little secrets, my child. It's our task to discover Cornelia's.
It is a very good idea, but alas, I have other problems to resolve first.
I understand.
Come find me when you're ready.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this infamous phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. You know that I recruited Raynor.
Alright, we've had this on the back burner.
I led him into. I want to know what these madmen did. But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. And I won't learn anything. I need the help of my best student.
So, a criticism I bring up with this game, I've brought up in some of the past videos, is when you accept a companion quest, you have to take that companion everywhere. You're locked to them until you complete it.
How can I refuse such a request?
Minor thing, but still enough that it's makes me grumbly. Also, we've had up to 3 companions technically in the group. So, see ya. Siora. You may heal, but Vasco gives me intuition. Did Siora just bail? No, she didn't.
Karans, do you need something?
No, do you need something?
I must leave you.
I'd like to try to get everybody's, what was it, relationship level? Yeah, up, but... And I think you can only do that via the, doing their quests. For the most part, that's all I've noticed. Maybe a minor one here and there for certain missions, but... Alright, let's do this while we're at it. You can always upgrade these. and replace them. Okay. Let's actually sell stuff. Keep that. Oof.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you. Oh. The best forge in tier for D. Blades, armor, locks, custom pieces made to order.
I mean, how do you remove it? Can't remove it. That weighs 5, that weighs 3. Okay.
Your Excellency, it is an honor.
Have you considered my...
It is a very good idea.
I understand.
I'll see you later.
Take...
Alright, where are we going? This way? Yeah. Northeast.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this spring.
Alright. I know there's a secret way in. I think we scoped this out earlier, but let's see what happens when we go to the entrance. They'll just let me in? That's weird. Where was that secret entrance, by the way? It's over by these guys.
Poison on my blade.
Am I thinking of a different part? I could have sworn there was another way in. There it is. Obsidian, that's what I want. Alright, let's see. You know what? We'll try straight in first. I'm sure we'll try to activate and open the doors and they'll yell at us, right? Nope. They just let us in. So then what's over there?
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything?
I'm
Green blood, my... Do you need some?
You have absolutely nothing to tell me. Let me save here. No, why did I do that again? I don't know why instinctually you just scroll down like that. To resume. For my resume. Plus, we didn't go actually all the way down here. It might be ore or something. Okay. We're just allowed in. Nothing out of the ordinary then.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
Do you two know each other?
James
We
Wolf?
trained together.
Name dropped.
We haven't seen each other in a
I
long
love
time.
AVGN.
A very
Monster
long
Madness.
time.
The world of warriors
Board
is
games.
very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade?
You know what's bullshit?
And who are these people with you? They're not one of us.
My name is Desadeh. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Captain Vasco. No need to comment about our distance from the sea. I know.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret? Even from your comrades in the guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things, and our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
Right.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How is it
Let me
all?
switch my glasses out.
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes. Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for something.
A kid I recruited. Rain.
Oh, I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbor.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable that these things happen, you know?
No,
We've
no,
taken
they
up
don't.
enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Rain.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
Old barrack rivalries.
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories. But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here.
And you won't like what's going on here. I was not a fan of this. They did a really good job. Because stuff like this, I mean, not necessarily, but hazing situations. I was never a big fan of it. Slight spoiler alert. But, like I made sure when I was, when I hit salt dog status that any whiff of hazing that may have cropped up, I would have nipped in the bud real quick. There's a difference between tough training and what you're gonna learn about what goes on here, for example.
Lieutenant,
Captain.
my friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Sir?
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savage's magic.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Now these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
So, depending upon who you bring here, I'm sure that they would be more or less receptive. Or maybe I'm making an assumption, but if you brought Soraya or Soria, whatever her name is, her being part of the tribal people, may cause a bit more of a hiccup in the investigation.
I heard the recruit Rain trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Rayner fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell.
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here, then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either. And before we do that, let's see.
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Soldier,
Yes, Captain.
at ease. We have some questions for you.
He's like 50.
At your orders, Captain.
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your
Damn,
vocation.
sniffles.
I'm not a
Allergies.
coward, not a weakling. The strength of the shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadrons, Captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Rayner.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Rayner left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, sire. Captain?
Good heavens. I feel like a bogeyman.
These recruits are clearly
Bogeyman.
scared to let any information slip.
It's as if their life depended on it.
Is that how they actually say it? Bogeyman? Not a knock. I think it's neat. I mean, I guess it's better than saying like Boogeyman because it's like Boogerman, which was a Genesis game, if I remember. Really gross Genesis game.
Lieutenant,
Respectfully, Captain.
here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation.
This time it's not him saying it.
At your orders. I'm listening, sire.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins, rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful,
Mhm.
regardless of the enemy or the setting.
That's fair.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline and to outdo themselves.
You mean to blindly follow orders, even to their death?
But no, Captain.
Rein it in, Kurt.
We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolfe in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, of course.
Kurt, don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is a governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Rayner, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron.
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
Soldier!
Captain.
At ease, soldier.
You're very united in the squadron. At least, that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Rayner sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Rayner. And we're lucky to have the Lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, sir.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear, but he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Hello, soldier.
Captain, we need
Even though I kind of spoiled it already.
your
But bah.
instructor authorized
Bah.
us to question.
Of course, sire. I'm listening.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, sire. I would trust them with my life. You've sure got the military spirit. Yes, Captain.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true. Problems remembering things, soldier? No, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No, of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
Didn't even drink.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training. He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too. No, it's not that. I just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Excellence. Captain. Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go. Are you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. Don't worry. Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action. and close this camp.
Very well. What would you like to know?
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
All they leave you with is your survival instinct. Obey or die. It's human.
Trust me, it's not an
Tell you
effective
about the
teaching or
specialist
training
training
method.
against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
Not even.
What's really going on here? We know that Raina didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary chance. That's what we're told every day. But in reality, it's just hell.
As for Raina, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in. And
Yeah, that's no
strike.
bueno.
If you're looking to punish Raina's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise I'll soon be as dead as Raina.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain,
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Yeah. That's no bueno, folks. How do you pretend to leave camp?
Good. Willem has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They're humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Raina wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training.
I think Kurt knows what's going on, buddy.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death.
Yep, he knew.
I know.
You knew about this kind of training.
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words.
Oh god.
Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
We can't just barge in and hope they give up. What's your plan?
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Oh, is it like a teleporting thing? This is about where I stopped playing, so from this point forward, I'm going to remember almost absolutely nothing.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training.
Now the question is, are we on a timer of any sort? I don't think so. I think we're pretty good. Put a fresh dip in. Don't dip, folks. It's a bad habit. One that I will quit if one of my videos gets, what was it, 10,000 views on one video.
Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
I mean, if they're not in here. Night training or all recruits you received this notice. Some of Soldier Wilhelm's night training. This training's not optional. They got Wilhelm. You're expected 10 p.m. on the Forest Trail north of camp. Should a recruit not attend this training, they will be subject to the night training. Letter for the commander. Congratulations, Captain Rolf. The work you've done perfectly fill your mission so far, and several of your ghost recruits have already assessed positions close to the governor's as planned. Major Herman has informed me that you've suffered some casualties, but nothing susceptible of changing our plans. Continue on this path. We should be ready to act accordingly.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
To Captain Rolf, your recruits have arrived in San Matthias and perfectly fulfill our expectations. I would not have expected anything less from one of the best students. I made sure the commander knew what a good job he did in your ghost camp. I have no doubt that he will know how to reward you. If the recruits we sent to the other cities are as efficient, you two will be major soon. I wonder if I brought Petrius, or what his name is, you'd comment about that. Key to the torture chamber.
What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
To think I complain about the Norm's training practices, but this is horrific, Kurt.
Formation report. Captain, we have trained the new recruits as instructed. However, some of them seem to have a hard time with the lack of sleep, so they were sent to the Black Room to be toughened up. Yeah. Screw that. We suffered a casualty, but the experience was very successful, and even though they came out slightly weakened, they were much more cooperative afterwards. Yeah, never let that crap fly.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Rayner shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
The boy will pay the ultimate price for having helped us.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself. I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You're a good captain, Kurt, but I hope you understand that they won't hold back on us.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Well, I should be able to haze potion, right? Or just run there? Okay, so we don't have to stealth by people.
Despite what Wilhelm told me, I wasn't expecting this. He's getting destroyed.
They'll kill him. We can't let them get away with it.
Come on, I'll teach you how to dance.
Stop! We won't let you kill this boy like you killed Raider.
Soldiers, do you realize what you're doing?
Captain? What?
You shouldn't be here. This time, you won't get away with it. To arms!
And 2 legs.
Do you know what happens to those who die in this regiment? Their bodies are thrown out like those of rabid animals. If you die here, you'll die without glory. No one will ever know what happened to you. I doubt that's what they promised you when you joined the Guard.
No. No, of course not.
A good soldier doesn't fight for glory. He fights to be the best.
Really? Then the Guard really has changed. Did you recruits leave your families to end up lynched and thrown into a ditch?
No. You're right, Captain. We never should have ended up here.
Traitors, cowards, deserters.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Anybody else?
Will you be
Yeah.
alright?
I'm wounded, but I'll survive. Thanks to you. I'm eternally grateful.
Ah.
Come, Wilhelm. We'll help you get home. We owe you that at least. I'm counting on you to bring him back to the camp in one piece.
Yes, Captain.
Well then, let's go.
The Gum Fruit. One Piece, right? I never watched One Piece, but I may have caught like an episode or two here or there, but for the most part.
Green blood, man. Do you need some?
I must leave you.
He's still only nice. Alright, where are we going? Go back in?
Let's hope that Rolf didn't hear the sounds of combat. Surprise is our best ally.
You're right. Let's try to approach discreetly.
Discreetly is not normally my repertoire. What was in this room? Doesn't look like anything. Oh, maybe there was something, but it didn't, or the pop-up and items went away when I cleared it. And there's a door over here.
It's blocked.
It's blocked. Let's yeah. Just in case. Like a whirlwind of death. Let's see, real quick. What's this quest called? Arrest Captain Rolf. Let's see if sneaking by actually impacts anything. Amongst the ghosts, let's see. Sorry, I'm scrolling through the... quest. There's a lot of dialogue. It tells you all the dialogue and all the different variations in dialogues depending upon the companions you have. Alright, you do get a different outcome if you can. So let's try to see how we do that. So, I even popped a haze potion. So I should have been able to just kind of scroll through.
Nobody saw us. All we have to do is ambush them in the pit.
Alright, there's like reputation hits in different conversations. I'm trying to like head and tails of it. I guess we'll find out together, right? Let's see if I can do this without losing a reputation with anybody.
Rolf, you bastard, how could you be part of this disgrace?
You know that this is how the best soldiers
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors.
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We're doing our best to avoid a fight, to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders.
And I have a really
We know
big
what will
sword.
happen to us if we don't obey.
I have a really
Enough.
big sword.
To arms, attack!
And 2 legs.
All this bullying and humiliation is only intended to turn you into weapons, not soldiers. And when a weapon is no longer needed, its owner throws it away rather than risk injury. That's why Raynor was disposed of.
Being a soldier doesn't mean being a puppet. Put your weapons down.
They're right, mates. I don't want to end up in the harbor. What do you think, soldier? You think we can trust them?
It's over, Lieutenant. These recruits won't do your dirty work for you anymore.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You've trained cowards. Their training wasn't finished, Captain. And the speeches were so convincing. Silence.
The speeches
Where
were
is
so
this
convincing.
second squadron? Should have been here a long time ago.
They're not coming, Rolf.
They surrendered too. It would appear that your training methods aren't very effective.
Now that you no longer have lackeys to send after us, Rolf, you'll have to get your own hands dirty.
I've dreamt of shutting that big mouth of yours up for so long.
Okay. I'm gonna put. Because I can't keep a dip in to save my life right now. I know, and you're probably thinking, well, then don't dip, dude. And you're probably right. But. I didn't even have to swing. That it?
Green blood, my friend. Do you need some?
I'm asleep.
Oh, he must be in like a rage mode or something.
Will you be alright, Kurt?
Yes. Yes, I'll be fine. I'm just glad to know that this camp won't kill anyone else.
What about you, Wilhelm?
Thank you for saving my life. Without you,
I hope you can forget all about this. This is not what the Guard is about.
I don't know if you'll be able to forgive us, Wilhelm.
I've been in your shoes on other nights. You didn't have the choice.
Well,
While
you
we wait for
did
this
have a
camp
choice,
to
but
close for good,
still.
you'll be under Wilhelm's command. You'll soon receive your transfer orders.
At your orders, Captain. Glad it's you, Wilhelm.
You'll stay here for now. I'll send men I trust to come get you soon.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene. I need to tell her what was going on here.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? Never. She's old school. She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the Guard
She
was
better
taking.
not then, or
He
she'll
would
meet
have
the same
sent her,
fate.
or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the Guard. I should have listened to her.
There's no use brooding over the past. Let's go. We'll go and see her immediately.
Alright, now I am in uncharted. Well, I've been in uncharted territory.
Sieglinder, I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained. Through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one. It is designed to create a regiment of assassins.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it, even encouraged it.
I told you, that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the ideals of the Guard, and that we would pay the price for it.
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating. That he had his reasons.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder, and reveal the commander's project to the governor of the congregation.
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know. I feel so stupid for not having understood Thorsten's scheme until now.
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt, and too many loyalties are sometimes hard to reconcile. But Thorsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him pay for it.
Believe me.
Oh, he will.
He won't get away with it. Goodbye, Sieglinder.
Goodbye, Kurt. My men and I stand with you.
Alright. And Kurt gives us what now? Craftsmanship. And what does level 2 in craftsmanship give us? Craft ingredients without crafting table. And I can upgrade everyone's items to the next stage. Alright, talk to Kurt.
Green blood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Okay, let's go talk with what's his name? Petrus? Bring him into the fold. Let's do his quest. There. Yes, we get it. We get it, I get it. Well, first I want to check this out real quick. Can we tell Constantin about what happened?
My dear cousin, come closer and...
No.
I'm going to leave. Look out for yourself.
Alright, compose team.
Karan, do you need some?
I must leave.
And let's get the quest from him.
Considered my proposition.
What was it again?
I've known the Mother Cardinal for
From
I fear
defense.
your cousin might be a little.
What do you have in mind?
Diplomacy is not if we have the means to action more.
How could we ever find...
Everyone has nasty.
Yeah, let's
Very
do it.
well. Let's go and discover what the governor would rather keep hidden from the world.
Excellent.
How would you like to go about this?
We must search her apartments in St. Matthias. They'll be guarded, of course. But if we are discreet, that shouldn't be a problem.
This is taking quite a risk. The congregation's reputation could suffer if we're caught, and my cousin's position would be weakened.
I know. but keep in mind that I know the palace extremely well. And if we want to be sure to pass without being noticed, we need only dress ourselves up as servants.
That would improve our chances. Well, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do this, get some combat going. Steel dispersion gun. I don't think you have anything I need or want. I'm doing this to get a little bit of combat going. Beating up on turkeys. Dress up like servants after we clear out this outside area. Oh. Well, look at me. I was expecting there to be bandits and stuff out here to beat up on. But I don't see any. Is it because it's not night? Alright, where do we have to go here? Alright, let me find their priest robes. Okay. Third floor.
May the enlightened bless you.
Your Eminence,
Sir Desart?
I must leave.
Naturally. Ah, Your Excellency. The enlightened must have sent you. I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Did you?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where St. Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us. All the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our founder.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen, probably by the islanders who still reject our influence. I know that you are generally well accepted by the natives. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try and retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
Yeah, don't thank me yet. Is there another quest?
Sir de Sade.
I must leave you.
Naturally.
Alright, we got another quest for him. Didn't expect that. Makes me wonder if the other person. Miket. Has something for me. Alright, note from Servant Yermint. We have reorganized the basement room as you ordered. The damage caused by your excellence guest was substantial. We rightfully had to replace the carpets, which had been heavily stained. Find new carpets to your taste. Make sure the key to the room on your desk as usual. Second floor and underground. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna pop into your room real quick. Try and do this stealthy, huh? Or can I just walk down here? Maybe I can just walk down here. I could just walk down here before, so maybe I can do it again.
This area of the palace is...
We did not know.
The basements are for...
Very well.
Comfortable vests. Do I need to go buy comfortable vests?
This area...
We did very well.
Interesting.
Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate.
Where do you buy comfortable vests at?
Goodbye. Maybe.
Comfortable vests. Let me see if it has... I'm kind of cheating here. Trying to find out if there's a way to like buy it. Merchant in the main square across from the palace. That would be you.
Don't hesitate.
There we go. I was looking at the wrong thing. Comfortable vest. 2, 3. Well, while we're here, might as well check out what we can get for him, right? That'd be worth it. That's worth it. What do I want to sell now?
Goodbye. Don't hesitate.
I thought about 3, but I guess about 2. I don't know if I needed to buy 3. But I did. about 4? Didn't I? Well, I got 1 equipped. Let's see if that counts. We just auto-equipped that first purchase.
This area of
We did not know
the basement.
very well.
Alright. I need to equip the other 2 at the vests. I guess that's that 1 of 3 or 0 of 3 that popped up originally. That should be it, right? Ignore us. Now you can do it without it, I think.
Ah, well. This is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place.
For goodness sake. This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol. My nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesans.
We are here at the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Selene, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These parties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should continue searching. Perhaps we missed something.
So I like quests like these. This one and the last one we did.
Locked.
Mother Cardinal's account book. Account book lists many loans made from moneylenders called the Magpie. For every expense, there is a corresponding money input which completely cancels it. The sums are astronomical. However, there is no mention of where this money comes from. There are also many recurring payments to a certain candy cane.
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. Quite suspicious, don't you think?
A wee
This
bit.
sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I think we have everything we need. There is probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the Coin Tavern. Perhaps the manager knows him.
Yeah, let's get out of here. And then I'll go through the laborers process to figure out who wears what armor. We are one of you. Alright. Now that we're out of there. Technically that. I think you wore that, right? Ooh. What did we have you in? Was it this? I think it was, right? Can I not wear that? I can't wear that. Did I sell the armor you wear? Alright, you'll wear it. Blah, blah, blah. You'll wear that until I go back and buy you new armor.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to have a... Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing. Don't hesitate.
Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, and 2. Three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Think I'm good.
Goodbye.
I think I wasted a lot of gold on that. But
May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
sorry, folks, had to take a bit of a mini break. No, this won't be it. This isn't it.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. All of San Mateus knows that name.
Can you tell me about him?
I don't know him personally. We've never been introduced. But rumour has it that he often hangs out in the basement at the Coin Tavern.
I've been sent by the Mother Cardinal. She needs money. You know why.
That's unusual. He usually comes in person. Oh well, business is business after all. What do you want?
She has sent me to find out if she still owes money and to make a little withdrawal.
No debts to settle. Everything is in order, as always. How much does she need? Same as last time?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take money.
Excellent. Let her know that the usual conditions apply.
Do you think that will be all right for Candy Cane?
What do you mean for Candy Cane? Good Lord, are you crazy or something? I don't want to know what my clients get up to with their money.
I apologize. I'm not used to this. I thought that...
You think too much. Go and see him, sort your business out, and come back to see me when you know how much she needs.
Very well. Thank you very much.
Alright, the Coin Tavern then, right? Which should be... there. Because that's just going to be the guards. Whoa! That was a weird sound effect.
Can I get you anything? I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
What can you tell me about a certain Candy Cane?
Candy Cane. Everyone speaks about him, or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they talk about him.
You sometimes deliver goods to your big clients, isn't that right?
Of course. The rich don't like to get drunk among mere mortals.
And have you ever supplied anyone from the palace?
Yes, that has happened. It suits them.
Man, people are freely giving for information out.
A steward, of course. Don't you know how things work?
A steward?
A woman? Dressed in a long green cloak?
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other hand, the person in the big green coat, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know each other or work together.
I have to go. I will...
Should we...
Look who it is.
Do you think that the Mother Cardinal may have ever been here?
Are you drunk or something?
I have to go. I will leave.
Can I get... Look who it is. I feel that...
I have to...
To be fair, you don't offer me drinks.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. Even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel have disappeared.
Do you know where I can find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information. Has the Mother Cardinal ever come here to place bets?
The Mother Cardinal? And why not Saint Matthias himself while you're at it?
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Alright. Is there more people? Move, you hooligans.
A feast for the eyes. So, have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My treasures are
No one talks like that.
I promise you.
Come on.
That you will get your money's worth. For you,
Let's just say I'm gathering information.
Special arrangement.
Father, do you want to explain to this man why we are here?
Of course. We are not here for your services, but to lead an investigation. Several clients of yours have made a complaint. Precious objects disappearing after your employees' visits.
People in very high places are concerned, which explains why we've been asked to take care of it.
This cannot be. Well, listen. Come in, but please be discreet.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to be asking. Candy cane.
Hi. Well, here's someone new. What can I do for you, pretty face?
I wanted to know
Pretty
who this earring
face.
belongs to.
Oh, this really isn't my day. Show me, pretty face. Given the way it shines, it must be a piece of junk. It probably belongs to one of the girls. It's really their style. Well, if that's all that you're here for, I'd rather get back to the grind.
I don't see earrings on either one of them.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we're here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine.
Aha! Guess it first try.
How did you get
Second
hold
try.
of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me. Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No, do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
The inside of his outfit is like a CRT television.
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me, but I don't know them.
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name.
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Do you think that an important person from Thélème could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we're a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of
Alright, I'm liking this guy more.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony. Admit it, you must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people, wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to recognize someone once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my clients.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't
That
want
would
to
be terrifying if someone was made of all ears.
He's of
Oh
no
God.
real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well
Magpie?
what you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore. Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does.
Yeah.
He is a powerful person.
No,
So his name
crap,
makes
what was
the
that
news.
movie?
Have you ever spotted
Candy
him during
Cane.
these pleasure parties?
In all honesty,
The guy in the truck.
I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've
Runs
heard his
Paul
name
Walker off the
before, but
road.
that's all.
I completely missed everything she just said. Candy Cane. Truck horror movie. Joyride. Paul Walker and Steve Zahn. They posed to be a female trucker on a CRB radio, or whatever it's called, under the moniker Candy Cane. They get harassed by a trucker.
This woman in the green coat. Could you tell me about her?
It's pretty good.
She always
I haven't
hides
seen any of the
us
sequels.
and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important then. Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
Unlike him, I don't care. Wait, I still have more questions to ask people? I mean, I'll keep asking questions. Yeah, there's still...
Good day.
Welcome.
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. You never heard of them? Quite a few come here and bet fortunes.
And do they win?
A few do. Others have less luck. But they do get the thrill either way, you see. And that's all that counts.
What is this arena?
It's a place
Why is he
of
yelling?
pomp and entertainment, where all manner of fights take place. Men, women, savage beasts, island monsters.
Monsters.
People are coming from
Island
everywhere
monsters.
on the island to participate. Or
The
to
bet. Tibet.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Alright, I've talked to him about everything. Maybe talk to him in the coin arena?
Ready to accept?
I need to get...
You can still do the coin arena. Should we try the coin arena out once real quick, just for old time's sake?
Ready?
5th challenge. Round 2?
I don't need to remind you how...
Yep, round 2.
Let's see what you're capable of.
Let's go!
See what you're capable of.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Okay. We have for old time's sake. And his marker disappeared. No, his marker's still there. Interesting.
Look who it is.
I'm looking for a woman who comes here.
Yes, I have seen this coat before, but I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Okay. So there's new dialogue options, I guess.
Good day.
Welcome.
I'm looking for someone. A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in, especially for the big fights, and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the card, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena.
Right in front of this guy,
in
really?
a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain candy cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he's just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Yeah, at the docks, right? If I remember, we have to go to the docks now. This way and to the right. We went the wrong way. I need my money to be built up.
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desarde, legate of the merchant congregation.
Legate, no less.
Maybe this time you should not have led with that.
You is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
You leg it.
It was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Alright, he's nice. I thought we were gonna have to fight. I guess not.
My dear child,
I'll see you.
take care.
Alright, so what now? That means I gotta wait? Alright. I guess we wait now.
Hey, boys! Been a pleasure on my blade.
Alright, so the city streets are not safe.
Let's get rid of these money bags.
Poison on my blade.
Let's go!
He came into his own now, huh? Petrus. He seems to be putting in the work. Alright, compose team. I kind of want him to stick around, but he has a lot of life. She has very little. We'll be back. I want to see if these guys are out and about. Might get a level out of it.
Let's get rid of these money bags.
I will take it and hit.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Because it doesn't do you any good. We got 1 point in everything. Okay, what am I leveling up here? Traps, shadow missile. What's this? Shadow missile. More damage. I don't want to use magic though. Shadow burst, lightning dash, whatever. Fury. Roll. Increases all fury of generated fury. Hitting your enemy from behind. It might be too hard because I do draw a lot of aggro. What do traps do? I'll hold on to that one. But this one. And this one. This is what's going to be very important now. Okay, intuition, craftsmanship, or charisma. Let's bump charisma up, huh? And that should bump everybody up. Combat-wise, anyways. So now I just need to bump craftsmanship up 1. Alright. Where's the campfire? Is there a campfire nearby? Yeah, on the inside here. Good. Alright, folks. I'm gonna call it here. And, yeah, I'm digging these companion quests. They're probably the more interesting aspects of the mid to late game. Look forward to picking up next time. This is GreedFall in 2024. Again, this is going to be part 12. To my subscribers, y'all have an amazing day, and you stay awesome. And you drive by Redneck and Beers. Catch you next time. Till then, y'all have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night.